that is the old one. Hey, good afternoon, Evolution family. We finally made it, I think. Um, we're here. It's Wednesday, I think, December 18th.
It is
Uh,
Wednesday.
it is Wednesday. Okay, thank God. We are still, we're getting everything ready. I promise you. Let me tell you this. I promise you, but things will get better as of next week. And as we go into the new year, we're going to be adding some new things here. We're doing some new things. We're getting them ready for you. We're not going to have all this. We're up, we're down, da, 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 da. We're gonna get a final base, and we have management behind us and stuff. It's just I had some internet problems in my office, so my Zoom wasn't working. So now I'm in Reggie's office, and so and that's Reggie's refrigerator where he has his Gatorade. So that's that. But let's get to it. I want to welcome you all to the Wednesday training. And this is a good one. This one is about winter road trips and staycations for 2025. And it's a really good way to start the year. Now, you guys, I know you've booked the holiday cruises, the holidays all inclusives, but you're going to have, when you go out this holiday season and you start going to, gatherings and parties and family gatherings and things, people are going to say, hey, you know what? I've got, Martin Luther King weekend off. I've got President's weekend off. I want to take the kids, dot, 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 dot. Here are some ideas that you can use then. And they don't want to spend a lot, but they want to get away. And this is these two niches, staycations and road trips, came out of the pandemic, and they're still around, and you can still make a lot of really, really good commissions with this. So let's get to it. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Jose?
It's Wednesday. I can't wait till Friday. Uh, I guess it's a holiday thing.
Mm-hmm.
We some elves running around the office and stuff. Listen, everybody, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation, and I'll get it to you. So let's get started. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here we go. Okay, now, hey, this is really serious. Get on this. You guys, next Monday, on December 23rd at 1 p.m., and I'm hoping we're back in the media center because we've got some really great things we're going to show you. It's going to be the Christmas where the deals are. And this is where you apply it for this deal. Book late fall, holiday, spring, start booking that now for 2025. Start booking the summer and spring now. Get that on there. And I'm going to show you the deals, and we still got some good ones. I showed you last week during ALG week all the great deals that they have, and they're not the only ones. So we've got all the suppliers are bringing in all the deals. We've got some great deals out there that I'm going to show you. You want to apply that for spring and summer of 2025. Let's go to the next slide. Again, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation. I'll send it to you, and use these. They're for trainings and things like that. And if you have any questions, let me know about it, and I'll get back to you. You can email me or call me. It's better if you call me. You better if you guys, and you guys, when you email me these books, these full pages of blah 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? Just call me. That kind of works that way. All right. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Current event. Agents should stay informed, especially. I'll show you an example here in Southern California. Today is 81 degrees. We have high winds. That's fire season for us. We've had several fires already last night and into today. Now, you got to let the clients know if they're coming out here to Malibu for a weekend. I don't know if you were here last week, but Malibu was blazing. So, trusted news sources, TV, radio, check the destination weather. I know everybody in this place, why are you doing weather, Jose? Weather is important, especially if you're going to the Caribbean during hurricane time, especially if you're traveling right now in winter. I showed you the map this morning of the precipitation, what's going to be happening on the East Coast in the next 48 hours. And it's all the way from the tip of Miami all the way up through Maine. So know that if you got people going to tomorrow to Orlando, and if you got people going to Port Canaveral to get on their cruise ship, so they know this. Check the roads, highways, and websites. You guys know this. You people that live in Michigan, you people that live in Ohio, you people that live, where it's constantly snowing for 7, 8 months, you know what it does for the roads. You know that. You better check that. If you got people going on the road, going from, like, let's say Detroit to Evansville, Illinois, you better know that. Check US travel alerts and the CDC alerts. You can get that information in your travel cafe under resources. We have a whole bunch of stuff. And you know what, Amanda? Next year we should really, because we haven't done it in a while. I don't think we've done it in a couple of years. We should do a what's in the travel cafe, a training on just what you need to know about the travel cafe because there's so much information in there. We could probably do two parts on it. You know what I mean? Because there's so much in there. And it really is. You got to check that. That is a tool for you. We build that for you so you can be better at what you do. And you have the resources and you have the information to make you a better agent. So there you go. Yeah. So check that. There's nothing like, oh, all right. Next slide. I'm going to tell you something right now. You guys call us and it's still, I call you back and stuff's not, you don't pick up. This person not available. I'm like, but if I'm calling you for business and I'm not available, I'm going to find it somewhere else. Real simple. The phone is your most important tool. So fix it. I had an email on Monday, this long email. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. I got all this stuff ready. I call him back up? His voicemail's not set up. I'm like, well, all right, AAA road trips. Top 10 places for USA. This was for 2024 was Southern New England, Northern Arizona and the Grand Canyon, the Natchez Trace Parkway, Hershey, Pennsylvania, Southern Arizona, Southern California, Southern Oregon coast, Vegas to national parks to Vegas, Smoky Mountains and the Grand Pacific Northwest. These are areas across the United States. These are areas across where people want to, do road trips. These are the most popular road trips for 2024. So know this going in. You should really get yourself a map and start seeing it. So when someone says, I want to go to Branson, Missouri from Phoenix, I want to do that. I want to go to Branson, Missouri. I want to go to Branson. How do I do it? Show them how to do it. Now, if you're a member of AAA, you can get free maps. You can get that website, but get on there and see what they can do for you. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next slide. Some popular road trip places. Go the extra mile, more commission. Book additional events for more commission. Transfers, city tours, wine and food tours. I like those. Museums, amusement parks, zip line, ATV, jet skis. Use things to do, Viator, room res, show and concert, golden tickets, sports tickets, golden tickets, Expedia Tap, Viator, room res. There is plenty of suppliers for you to use to make that extra commission. You guys know that Expedia Tap, Viator, and room res are all preferred suppliers. I love room res. They are excellent and you should start using them. But yeah, get in on that because that's where you make your commission in there. So you got them on the road, you're getting the hotel commission. Now do this. And they are everywhere. If you go in to buy a tour and let's just say you're going through Northern Arizona, type in Flagstaff, Arizona. There is a bunch of stuff you can do there from Viator or Expedia Tap or Room Res. They'll have that there for you. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Connect with your clients, inform, assist, and be knowledgeable. Yeah, let's go on the road trip. Okay, great. Sit down with them. This is a perfect time to sit down with them with the map and go, okay, hey, let's kind of map this out. You're taking your 3 kids. You want to go here. You want to go there. You make that connection. That's what it's all about. Relationships. You guys know that. All right, let's go to the next slide. Plan ahead, make itinerary with client, map the route, avoid detours, unexpected closures, places cheap with fuel, stick to plan route. Now, here in California, they have a website for Caltrans that you can go to, and they also have it on an app on a phone to check to see if roads are closed to snow and things like that. Check your local state trans departments. I'm sure they have that in Michigan. I'm sure they have it in Illinois and all the Minnesota and all that to find out what roads are open or not, and work that with your clients, depending on where they go. I know that they have it in Arizona also. So they have them for all the states, but just have that app readily available so they know before they take the kids somewhere. Like, let's say they're going from Reno up through Portland. That can be a lot of snow in there in that area. So make sure about that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Plan ahead, travel cafe, travel alerts and info. Again, I just have to bring this up again. The travel alerts in the travel cafe, they are up to date, with the latest travel warnings and alerts. So please make sure about that. I don't want to scare people, but I just saw a news thing about a flu thing in California, and I'm like, here we go again. It's the winter time, folks. It's the winter time. So make sure that your clients are protected. I mean, still bring masks, because you never know. You never know in a month from now when they decide to go on that Martin Luther King 3-day weekend to, let's say they're going from Phoenix to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And that's cold. It's cold in Santa Fe, New Mexico that time of year. I mean, it snows there, and all of a sudden that city's under a ban. So just, make sure that they're, prepared. Let's go to the next slide. Car rentals. Car rentals are very good right now, but again, be careful here. Especially on holiday weekends. And it depends on what airport you're going to. The majority of the large airports have large inventories. But, I'm talking about the small ones, like, let's say El Paso, Texas, small Texas town. That's not Dallas, Fort Worth. That's not Austin. That's not Houston. It's El Paso. They may not have that special SUV that the client rented or, whatever. But the car rentals they're really good right now, and they're at low rates. And it's better to put that mileage on a car rental than on the regular daily vehicle that the family has. And this is another way you can make commission. If you can show the client that you're going to be saving them money and that you can get a really good deal on it, you make the commission, they get less miles on their regular vehicle because they're driving this vehicle, and that's the way to go. And then they'll thank you even more, going, oh, wow, that was such a great experience. We were in a brand new car. The kids loved it. It was clean. It was da, 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 da. So, yeah. Car rentals is a way to go. That's an additional thing for commissions. Let's go to the next slide. Safety travel kit, show this is easily accessible, show this to your family members and friends, that you should have this. And you know what? I was watching something the other day on the news, and it was from Minnesota or something. It was on Facebook. And it was the Minnesota safety, like highway patrol, and they were saying how things that people don't carry in their car, in their vehicles, because a blizzard might hit, is a sleeping bag, some blankets. And I'm like, boy, I'm in shock because I live in Southern California, and in the southern, southwestern United States, I've never ever thought about taking a blanket and a sleeping bag in my car. But I guess you have to up there because sometimes the blizzards come in and you're stuck on the road.
That's so true, Jose. I have you can get like a whole backpack at Costco. And I have a whole emergency kit backpack. It has food, water, blankets, and I always have a wool blanket in my back seat for driving in the winter. And you never know when you break down or something.
So again, think of that also where they're going. If they're going from Phoenix to Santa Fe, or even if they're going from Phoenix up to northern Arizona or into Utah, you guys, we were going to show you the great trying to get that destination specialist show up about the skiing, the top 10 skiing things. We'll maybe get to that tomorrow. But again, that's another thing where you're driving up there, or through Colorado or the Rocky Mountain states, and a blizzard hits. You got to be on it. So remember that. Make sure that they're prepared. Let's go to the next slide. This will just make you a better agent with them, and they'll just be like, man, you're on top of it. That's why we want to go book with you for our all-inclusive. We want to book with you for our cruise that we want to do. We're doing this 3-day weekend and Martin Luther King weekend, but then, we're going to go on a cruise in August on the Panorama. Bring your own snacks and drinks is a great way to save economy. Again, this is up to the clients, but it is. And man, it's expensive. I went the other day to the 7-Eleven to buy a bag of ice. It was $5. A 7-pound bag of ice. I was like, what? So it can get pricey. Where my mom lives, there's a truck stop there. Okay. Because she's up in Tehachapi, and they have it's a huge truck stop, with like 12, pumps, and the truckers come and everything. And I go in there, man, and everything's high. Everything's really, like $3-4 for a little bag of Cheetos. I was like, damn, man, that's high. Bring your own snacks and drinks. Let's go to the next slide. That's how much it is in Tehachapi. I don't know what it is up there by you, Amanda.
I don't know. I don't buy ice. I could just make my own outside.
Yeah, right. Um, explore new destinations. Yeah, of course, this is a great way to, and when you sit down with the client and you're going through this and you're going saying, well, you want to do this trip, you want to go from San Diego to Phoenix. Okay. You ever been to the Grand Canyon? You ever been to Prescott? You ever been up to, Sedona? It suggests these things. This could bring you, again, more activities to book, an additional hotel room booking. Another one would be, have you ever been to Tucson? Tucson, Arizona is beautiful this time of year. I mean, it is. Arizona, this is their peak season. This is their peak season. And going into February and then March when, spring baseball comes up, that's another great road trip, destination thing that you can think about. All right, let's go to the next slide. Winter staycations. Okay, let's talk about this. Now, we talked about road trips. All right, let's talk about staycations. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, what does staycation mean? Is a vacation spent in one's home country rather than abroad, or one spent at home involving day trips to local attractions, also booking overnight stays at local area hotels, Airbnb, etc. This is when you, the locals, it's funny. It just like the people in the big tourist places like Hawaii, they don't do a lot of tourism stuff. Like in New York, when I was in New York and I lived in New York City, I never did tourism stuff. I never went to the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty. You don't do that. But with staycation, you do. You live there and then you start exploring around and seeing things, and so it's really good. But now this offers you an opportunity as the agent to explore your area and make some connections and see where you can make some more commission. What? Yeah. I can start booking travel around my area. I can, Jose? Yes, with staycation. I'm going to show you how to do that. But it takes you to get out there and to know it. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, importance of staycations. The clients travel locally. You, the agent, have to increase your knowledge of your area, your region, your state. Know the local activities, events, and festivals for more commissions. If you can do this right, and you can really make out pretty well. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide. I think it's this one. Okay, I love this one. Okay. What I mean by a staycation, and this is sort of like a road trip, but the idea here is this is a map of Arizona. And as you can see in the center of the map is the city of Phoenix. And this is a 200-mile radius circle around Phoenix. It's 200 miles around Phoenix that I could say, yeah, that would be a pretty good staycation or a road trip. But look at where you can go. You can go to Tucson. You can go up to Prescott. You've got areas here. You can go up to Flagstaff in this 200-mile area. This is a 2-hour drive, less than 2 hours in some places. Okay. Now, I remember when I went to Arizona State, you can get from Phoenix to Tucson in about 90 minutes, an hour and a half. And that's really good. And you're a whole nother place. Now, what you need to do is know this area. Go take a map of your state and put a 200-mile radius around your home and go to it. Every place in the United States in a 200-mile radius has a a country club, a high-end hotel resort, a resort area, a gambling casino. You do everywhere. I don't know of one place that doesn't have it. I mean, I guess maybe if you lived in the desert out in Saudi Arabia or something, but they have, but that's another thing. But do this and then go and explore it. And what I mean is this. Let's go to the next slide.
And resorts and hotels too.
Oh yeah, ton of them, ton of them. There are a ton of resorts in Arizona. There's a ton, and there'll be a ton around your neighborhood too. But you need to go out there, network, get out there, connect with hotels, resorts, sales managers, site inspections, tour guides, ask for promotions and deals. Okay, so let's say that I'm in Phoenix and I'm going, you know what? I haven't been to Prescott in 15 years. That's an hour and a half out. Let me go up there. They have 5 resorts. They got 5 golf courses. Go and say, hey, you know what? I'm a travel advisor with Art to Travel out of Los Angeles. Or call them. I'm going to be up in your. Can I get a site inspection? They would love to give you a site inspection. They would love it. And this way, you have the knowledge of this resort. You have the connection. You've been up there. You've seen it. So when it comes down to you and you're working with clients and they go, yeah, my daughter wants a destination wedding, but we can't do it, but she wants to do it out of town. And said, well, I know this resort in Prescott. You do? Yeah, let's go up. Let's take, see? Okay, ask about promotions and deals. Say to them, hey, Mr. Sales Manager here at the Prescott, Five Diamond Resort. Do you have any sales or promotions for if I bring you business, can you give me a deal? Can we get something? They will. They'll work with you. The goal of a hotel is to be packed every night, and not all hotels are packed every night. That is their goal. You are an important part of it. Remember that when you go to these places, saying they want the business. Local and regional activities and calendar events. This is important. All the festivals and the this and the that, use that to your advantage. Start getting yourself a calendar and say, oh yeah, the one blah, blah, blah festival is there. And then the car show festival is there. And then people want to go to see that. So use that. Let's go to the next slide. How to book staycations, the travel packages, the hotel resort, car rentals, activities, tours. Now, what's really good in Arizona in the summertime, the resorts are empty because it's too hot. But they get a lot of business, and because the rates are cheap and you can really start exploring there. Now there the pool isn't open during the day, but they have it like from late afternoon, like from 6 p.m. to like almost 11. That's when the activities happen. But you're on the resort, these beautiful resorts. Take that into consideration. Travel packages, hotel, resorts, car rentals, activities, tours. You guys, there's commissions out there. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this tomorrow when we talk about the ski resorts. Okay. The ski resorts, they book up quick and they book up on those weekends. Martin Luther King weekend, President's weekend, they are booked solid. Make sure you get those now. Get those bookings in now, right away, because they're going to book out quick. All right, let's go to the next slide. I'm almost done, Reg. Okay, expand short trip and offers, 3-day holiday. Again, these are these three-day holiday weekends, and I just keep hitting MLK and President's Day. Romantic getaways, a getaway thing. That, even flying to Arizona, here in Los Angeles, we're very lucky. We have Burbank Airport and we have LAX, but out of Burbank, you can get to, Oakland in an hour. You can get to Vegas in an hour. You can get, and the flights are pretty cheap to get away with. So look at that, see about that, where you can do that. All right, let's go to the next slide. Know your area, your region, complete. I keep harping on this. This is important. I know we give you guys a lot of information about the all-inclusives and resorts and destinations and things like that, but you should really know your area and region. That way, when you meet other agents, you can help them. I mean, it's like, I always bring this up when I go to convention. Here are all the Mexico agents. Here are the Australia agents. Here's the North American agents. That's like, we're family. We're family. And if you live in, Bozeman, Montana, and you got people from Mexico who's never been there, but they're going to go up there anyway to do something. Who lives up there? Mark Kripp, call him. If you got people going to Guadalajara for the first time, we have a ton of agents in Guadalajara. Call them. Some of them speak English, saying, you know what, I got the Murphys going down there. They're going down there to do this. They're going to Tequila tour, and they want to do this. The airport. Can you help me? They'll help. Are you kidding me? They will help you tremendously. But yeah, and that way you know your region. You can say, oh wow, the Murphys are here. They should go and eat at this restaurant and that restaurant, and they should go see this and this and this. Then you book that for them. I'll buy a tour. All right, let's go to the next slide. Luxury first class overnight stays. Yeah, we talked about this. This is really nice. If you get it off season, that's the when it's time to go. Now, let's talk about the ski resorts. And the ski resorts in the summer, they're still open. Some of them, they have summer rates. They're not as expensive as the winter rates because you can't do as much, but they do have things that are open and they have activities and events. So use that and you might be able to make a really good deal out of it. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Staycations, trip types to attract clients. Okay, staycations in your own backyard. Let's go to the next slide. Spa and wellness. That's a big one. There's tons of spas and wellness all over the United States. Every town has it. Or you can do like maybe an hour and a half or an hour away. Like if you're in Tucson and you want to go to the hot springs and things like that. They have resorts out there and they love that. Perfect time during the winter to go to this. The hot springs in the winter. Oh, it's perfect.
Or even offering like a girls' getaway to the spa too, Jose. Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
saying, like offer your clients like, oh, don't you just want to do a weekend getaway, and then you can sell that hotel or resort with a spa, and there you go, you get some commission.
Yeah. 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 All right, let's go to the next slide. Culinary experiences. I mean, you guys, here in Los Angeles, there's just so many new restaurants. Plus, there's new restaurants that are opening all the time. Again, in your area, I don't care where you live in the United States. This is a huge thing. You can set up I was like in Oregon. In Oregon, they have that. What do they call it? The beer trail, right? Right, Amanda? Is that
Yeah,
what they call
yeah.
it?
They have
You
the
know,
like the beer fest, the beer trail that you can go through all the breweries, like the
breweries.
where they make the
And
hops and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and they have restaurants there, and they again, you can mix that up, but you guys, there is ton of that out there, and you know that gastronomy is huge, and that's also just a tourism niche that you know that.
And
Let's
a
go to
lot of our suppliers sell things like that, like Viator, right? And
yeah, yeah,
mhm.
yeah. Viator will sell like walking tour pub, right? Yeah, pub tours all over the United States, and
Winery tours.
wineries, everything. So it's a very romantic weekend getaway. That's the one where they come to you and they say, I've had enough with the kids. I don't have enough to go on Virgin Voyages, but me and the wife got to get away from the kids. Great. Where do you want to go? What's my favorite place out of Los Angeles? I love San Diego. Oh, now it's a little chilly, but I say that now. Today it's 81 degrees here in Southern California, but San Diego, it's an hour and a half or 2 hours from here if you do it right. But I don't drive to San Diego. What I do, I take the train down. There's a train that I can take from Union Station, and it's called what's it called the Surfliner, and it's perfect. I don't deal with the traffic or anything, and I'm boom right in downtown San Diego. Get in an Uber, go to the hotel. I'm there. Boom, I'm done, and then just walk around. It's so much in Mission Bay. I love Mission Bay. So there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Offer that knowledge to your clients, what you know, but you got to go out and know that. You can't just stay indoors. And you guys, I feel for you guys in the Midwest and Detroit, Columbus, Ohio, because you guys get cabin fever because it's so cold in the winter and you're just stuck indoors because it is just ugh, especially in Detroit. You guys, I don't know how you do it, but you know, hiking, walking tours. This is huge. This is done across the United States. There's so much to do. Even in El Paso, Texas, you can go hiking and throughout Texas, New Mexico, you name it, and all different types of topography. You can go from deserts to mountains to etc. So check that out. Let's go to the next slide. I really like this video. It's really heartwarming and it really shows how also road trips can be very therapeutic and how it helped this lady get through what she was going through, but she also shows you some incredible vistas and really gives you a great philosophy about what road tripping is about. Let's go ahead and roll it, Amanda.
One second. Sorry, I accidentally
All
closed
right,
it.
that's all right. So let me just tell you before we get when we get to the video, I have the link for you in the email, so it's in there. Um, Friday, Friday, right. If we could make it to Friday. Friday, we're gonna have tomorrow. The schedule looks like this: at 3 p.m. or around 3 o'clock, in the 3 o'clock hour, between 3 and 4. We're going to try and do destination specialists to show you the ski resorts. And then on Friday, we're going to do a morning briefing. Something for you to realize starting on Monday, December 23rd. Don't miss this. I won't be on Pacific time. We're going to show you where the deals are for Christmas, the Christmas deals. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to be like one of our last times that we're on for the year. But we'll be back the following week for New Year's week. And so it's going to be a little bit light over the holidays, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And don't miss out on where the deals are. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Don't miss out on that. Do we have that video or not?
I don't have it right now.
Okay, well then let's go to the next slide. We'll put it up there. We'll give you a link to it, and then we all get out of here and get out of your hair.
Okay,
All right.
I have it now.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Well, here, let's watch it. Go ahead and roll it.
Well,
No.
never mind. We don't have it. Sorry. It's being sort of funky with me, so my bad.
Well,
I'll
I'm
post the
telling you,
link.
man, we have it's been really weird here lately. It's been like everybody's getting technical issues. It's just been really strange. All right, listen, everybody. If you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me. Right there is my email address, and we'll get that link up. We're going to show that video sometime soon, but it's a really great video. And if you need anything, there's the phone numbers, and call us, and we will be able to assist you. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with Susie. Bye. Okie doke.